369. Hits from the right side, the senior, or freshman, excuse me. Fouls that one back to the screen. Field corner, that got a... That's though, Pat. Those three losses were to Roncalli and then a home and home to conference rival Whiteland, who's currently the number 2 team in the state.
Yeah, that's a rough row right there.
That's a rough stretch of 5 days. Outside corner just missed. Hoffman sat it there to frame it, but it's called the ball, and the count evens at 2-2.
Yeah, they'll be looking forward to a day off, the Falcons, I think.
2-2. Hit high in the air in the infield. Keller will call it, and 1 foot shy of the circle, of the rubber in the circle, makes the catch on the pop-up. And the Falcons go in order in the top of the first. We'll take a break, come back. 30 seconds, bottom of the first next on the
Steve's
Roncalli
Flowers
Network.
and Gifts is your family-owned Indianapolis and Greenwood florist. Our mission is to establish and maintain the highest level of Steve's Flowers and Gifts has exactly what you're 31. Or visit us.
Side is making her 18th of an year. 9 bases last night. They had only 28 steals all season before last night's game. Blackwell leads the team with 16 steals. She stands in, hitting .545. 36 out of 66 on the season. Hits from the foul ball. Make contact with Blackwell. She looks back at the home plate umpire and nods in agreement.
Yes, I know it hit me.
Yep. On pitch and then slaps this one into right field that hops in front of the right fielder for a base hit. That was a textbook slap base hit to the strong side, Pat.
Sure was. That's just an art. You'd be able to swing just hard enough to get it over the first baseman's head, second baseman's head, and drop and because right field's playing in, have it drop short like that is it's a stroke of genius.
So Blackwell's aboard. We'll see if the Royals put the run game in order. Kate Lehner stands in, hitting .476. Shows bunt and bunts it foul. Ricocheted in the process after a skip foul off the glove of the catcher, Gwynn. And Blackwell heads back to first. Yeah, the Royals, between Blackwell, Lehner, Carly Keller, who has the night off tonight, she is available to pinch run. And the pinch runner, Georgia Reed, goes with the pitch, rather. She's got an easy third inning. 2 bloops and 3 bunt singles. Split the outfield on the board early, 1-0.
Black green.
Here's Abby Hoffman, season record of 10. Takes a strike to Hoffman.
Yeah, she was special, I'll tell you that. Just as good a person as a player.
Now Kendra Kirchhoff.
Yep.
Coaching at UNC Greensboro. Assistant coach. That pitch taken away. It's 1-1. Hoffman getting herself organized. Keegan Rothrock stands in the on-deck circle. 1 out, or nobody out. A runner on, and a run in for the Royals. Hoffman hits this one straight up in the air in the infield, off the fist. The pitcher Garland calls for it. It pops out of her glove. And she did not have that in the glove long enough. She was already kind of trying to snap the ball down, and it popped out. So that's an error on the pitcher, Garland. Well, you can't give the Royals extra outs like that.
No, that was that's unfortunate for her, and just she squeezed it too late, I guess.
Yep.
Just popped right out.
Here's Rothrock. Keegan hitting .567. Fouls the first pitch off her foot. Runner at the corners, nobody out. And it's a shame because Garland threw a really good pitch.
She did.
To Hoffman. Hard to third and play. Base for Hoffman. She had 3 last night. Here at like a center field of a way. Usually have any funny eye stop.
So,
Tori Candler. Tori has 6 home runs. Inning. The Royals get 2 runs. And Roncalli leads. Perry Meridian 2.
Is the main concern of the staff at Laukveldhoff Funeral Home. Only serve one family at a time, providing compassionate care and affordable options.
Commissioner counted this game without the express written consent of the Roncalli Media Network is prohibited. Perry Meridian will send hitters 4, 5, 6 due up in the top of the second. Royals leading 2-0. Rob Brown and Pat Crosley with you. You're with us on the video side as well tonight. Daniel Striegel's our director. Nate Riddle handling the graphics. Aldo Ramirez is handling our camera. Alex Winchester, our production assistant tonight. George Strebe handling the PA this evening, as always. Anthony Painter on the ones and twos, as it were. Here's Garland, the pitcher. Hitting .246, batting cleanup, hits from the right side. She's a junior. Off the end of the bat, fouled back. And, of course, the man who is everywhere, John Currens, is with us tonight as well. We'll close up our broadcast week tomorrow night. In on the fist, fouled back. Baseball game tomorrow night, audio only. Roncalli taking on Carmel, 6 o'clock start time. Brian Minnix will be alongside for that one. Hope you can join us. Right in front on a soft liner in front of the first base bag by Keegan Rothrock, out number 1.
Wrote down 3 and just couldn't.
Only got 1 across, right?
Yeah, just couldn't get it done.
Yep. Hit off the end of the bat. Shortstop Candler's got it on the soft pop-up at the back of the infield dirt for out number 2.
Coach Strebe wants 2 hands on
the right fielder. Rachel Smith. She's a senior, hitting .163. First pitch from Keller is high. So Carmel will be here, baseball tomorrow night, 6 o'clock start.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss. Out in front of the changeup is Schmidt.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that's going to work out for my future Saturday. I don't know if I want to sit in the rain all.
In for a strike taken. What's scheduled? Is there anything scheduled on Sunday?
No.
Could they kick it to Sunday?
Well, they could, but they'll run in the rain.
Okay. 1-2. Pitch high, 2-2. Yeah, we're deep enough in the month of May where I'm thinking you're at the track as often as possible.
Yeah, when they'll practice.
So Courtney Keller, second straight inning. She has set the Falcons down in order. We'll go ahead.
The hospital was just recognized by Quantros Care Checks Awards as the #1 hospital. Hip or knee pain slowing you down? Find relief at Ortho Indy Hospital South in Greenwood. From spine to sports and hands to hips, they can do it all at Ortho Indy. So
2-0 the score, bottom of the second. Roncalli leading Meridian in softball action. We got all sorts of. We try and educate Pat on these broadcasts. Got all sorts of nuggets for you tonight. And I know you're a history guy. You appreciate history.
I do.
The importance of. On this day, Pat, in 1784, this day, May 12, 1784, ratified copies of the Treaty of Paris were exchanged between the United States and Great Britain.
We're so thrilled to have
in the Revolutionary War. How about that?
Well, it was signed in 1783. It must have taken a while to get it transcribed and moved around.
Evening. Hit high in the air, behind first base, and it'll fall foul. That was lost in the sun.
Yeah. It was a lucky, too. It was very lucky for the Royals.
Falls foul. There were all sorts of bodies in the vicinity. 2 Perry Meridian defenders. First base coach Maria Petit, our base umpire, they were all in the area. Maria Petit back in that first base coach's box after a couple weeks in the dugout. Check swing. She held off, did Willis.
Good choice.
Maria Petit tearing her ACL playing badminton in gym class.
You have to understand,
that's a rough way to go.
She is a badminton.
She is a badminton champion.
Yes.
Multi-time champion. So while she was knee braced, David Lauk, the head man, in his 14th season with his arms crossed down at the third base box.
In the shade.
In the shade, wisely. 2-2 to Willis. Hit off the end of the bat. It splits the third baseman and shortstop and rolls into left field for a base hit. Nice at bat for Abby Willis.
She just fought that off and it just flowed right into the left field.
That's her 8th hit. Been used almost exclusively as a courtesy runner this year. Looking for her first hit. First pitch swinging back of the circle. They go to second for the force, and the runner's out. Nice play by the pitcher Garland to get, and Reed's aboard via the fielder's choice. So Lila Blackwell steps back in. That infernal Baby Shark song that'll be stuck in my head until Sunday.
That was the worst ever.
I was getting bludgeoned with that last night. Blackwell shows bunt, pulls it back. Lila with a slap single to lead off the bottom of the first. She came around to score on Lehner's triple. 2-0 the score. Royals lead bottom of the second on a steamy night on the south side. That's a good call. Bunted down the first base line. They wait for it to roll foul, and it comes to a stop. Reed never stopped running, and she takes an extra base. And Blackwell will trot down to second as she was left unattended behind the play. Great base running by Georgia Reed to go first to third on that bunt single by Blackwell.
Fielder, number 19, Kate Lehner.
So second and third for Kate Lehner.
Why don't you throw the ball to second and get her
Who triple in a run. 2-0 the score. Royals lead, bottom of the second. Action pending. Pitch away a ball. So I want to go back to the 18th century for a minute. You're telling me it took them over a year to get those things ratified?
Well, I mean, they were there in 1783.
Bunt down in front of the plate. Third baseman charges. There'll be no play. Third baseman now, he did not want to make a throw to first to encourage Reed to come home. So bunt single for Lehner, and the bases are loaded.
Number 9, Abby Hoffman.
One out for Abby Hoffman. And Hoffman could bust this thing open with one swing.
Yes.
She has that ability. Team high tying 9 home runs. Shares that lead with Keegan Rothrock, who's on deck. First pitch swinging, and is picked up on the ground by the third baseman, and everybody's safe. She tried to get to the bag and step on it to get the handle. Now he was slow to get the handle. As a foot race to the bag, and Lila Blackwell won the foot race. Slides into the bag. Blackwell now shaking her right arm a little bit. Looks like she may have jammed her elbow or her wrist on the bag sliding in. Yep.
She slid on the outfield side of the bag pretty good. Got hooked on there.
So that's a fielder's choice. Reed comes home to score. It's 3-0.
At the plate, number 7.
Blackwell over at third. Lehner at second. Here's Rothrock. No RBI for Hoffman. Rothrock hits this from a long way. Going back, it could be. There it is. A grand slam to tie the single season record. That's the 10th home run of the season for Rothrock. It ties the single season program record for home runs, and it's a grand slam to boot. 7-0 our score here in the bottom of the second inning.
Yeah, that was no doubter.
My, oh my. That was way out of here.
Yeah,
I think that one landed in the parking lot. It took a high hop like it landed on concrete. So Keegan Rothrock's 10th home run of the year. That ties the program record of 10, originally set by Kendra Lynch back in the 2013 season when Lynch was Miss Softball. Yeah, it looked like it when we saw it come up. It looked like it landed on concrete, and her dad Greg is heading out to the parking lot to go get that. 1 out in the inning. 5 runs are in. 4 coming via the grand slam by Keegan Rothrock. 7-0 by Angle to throw out Freegee for the second out of the inning. And here's Courtney Keller.
Number 1, Courtney Keller.
Courtney flew out to the second baseman in her first time up. Keller digging in. First pitch swinging, fouls it back out of play. Going to play at Division III Mount St. Joseph's next year in Cincinnati, Division III program.
It's a great town.
Great town. It's right there, I think, on north edge of downtown.
It's on Mount St. Joseph.
Right, Mount St. Joseph's, yep. Off the end of the bat, foul out of play again. Same spot, going down the right side.
There's a lot of colleges and universities in Cincinnati that people don't know much about.
Well, years ago, in the early 90s, when Mount St. Joseph's was starting a football program, the man they tabbed to do it was former IU great John Pont, a man who led IU to the Rose Bowl back in the late 60s.
Yeah.
Pitch taken high. 1-2 the count to Keller, 2 away in the inning. And the Royals lead 7-0. Foul tip. And it was caught. Yep, it was caught, I think. Yep, it was caught. They rule it was caught. That's the third out of the inning. I'm not sure anybody knows it. Nobody's leaving the field, but it is the third out of the inning. Well, Keller was the only one who knew the inning was over. Foul tip, strikeout, retires the side. But in the inning, the Royals get 5 runs on 4 hits. Nobody left. No Falcon errors in the inning. We're through 2. Roncalli leads this one 7-0. We're back with more in a moment on the Roncalli Media Network.
Harding Porman is a full-service printing and brand communications company. From creative services and strategy to print, signage, digital output, warehousing and fulfillment, mailing, e-commerce storefronts, and even mobile solutions. They are dedicating to helping their clients get the most out of their brand communication efforts with the quality they can see and results they can be sure of. Get the most out of your brand communications. Certified to be the best, Harding Porman.
Respected orthopedic practices in the Midwest, providing leading-edge bone, joint, spine, and muscle care for multiple locations. So sponsor our player of the game that we'll hand out in the post-game show. Pat will be in charge of that. We'll put that card over in that direction. There are way too many wires in way too confined a space on this counter. Hopefully the fire marshal is not listening. We would be in big, big trouble. Here's Barry, Addison Barry, in the grass of right behind shortstop for the first out of the inning. First pitch swinging, Barry. Here's Baird, Alyssa Baird, freshman, hitting 121. Pitch taken high, ball.
Shadows are starting to lengthen on the third base side. Oh. That called strike was a little bit inside, but we'll take it.
Thank
you, sir.
And that pitch is out and away. 2-2. 2-2 or 2-1? 2-1.
2-1.
2-1. My phone has not stopped buzzing, Pat. It's been buzzing nonstop for the last 45 minutes. I wonder why that is.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a reason. You're just popular.
7-0 the score. Hit high down the left side, foul. Lehner giving chase and makes the catch in the Roncalli bullpen in foul territory for the second out of the inning. So Keller has retired the first 8 batters she's faced.
Number 1.
Second baseman Lucy Richardson. Sophomore hitting 125 on the season. 7-0 the score. Royals getting 2 in the bottom of the first, 5 in the bottom of the second. The big blow there, Keegan Rothrock's grand slam with 1 out in the inning.
Yeah, I think it's still rolling. It may have rolled to the bubble.
I think her dad, Greg, ran it down. Fouled back to the screen. Here's a very happy on this day in sports, Pat. This day, 1973. It has a local tie. You got to guess? This day, 1973. May 12th.
Razor Shine's got his first base hit for the Indians.
Oh, not 1973. 83 maybe. 73 now.
I know.
Pitch inside. 1-1. 2-1.
Oh man.
I'm gonna let you sit on this one, and we'll come back to it in the bottom of the inning. Fisted foul. Hoffman lays out, tries to make a diving catch. And she can't get there, but she got a face full of dirt for her trouble.
So close.
She wasn't anywhere close to that ball, but
Wow.
Hey, you can't
that's
fault
the
the
kind
efforts.
of player Abby Hoffman is, though, Pat.
Yeah,
she's going to make that, try and slide face first in the dirt in a 7-run game. Swing and a miss. She got her. Second strikeout of the game for Keller. First time through the order. She retires them in order. 9 up, 9 down. We head to the bottom of the third. We will tease Pat's mind when we return on the Roncalli Media Network.
Search for top mortgage lender near me. JC Bank.
Home. The search is over with JC Bank. JC Bank has the big bank tools, convenient locations, and personalized service that will make you feel right at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Visit jcbank.com/top lender for details and special offers.
7-0 our score. Roncalli leads Perry Meridian in softball action. We head to the bottom of the third. Due up for the Royals, Candler, Willis, and Reed. Hitters 7, 8, 9.
Willis Reed?
Willis Reed? Georgia Reed.
I know, but you said Willis and then
So
Reed.
on this day, 1973, this day in sports, 1973,
Leading off the Royals.
Was
the
it
Pacers defeated the Kentucky Colonels 88-81 in Game 7 at Freedom Hall in Louisville
very nice?
in front of 16,597 to win the ABA title in 7 games. Game 7 on the road.
Was Dan Issel on that?
Dan Issel was absolutely on that team.
That Colonel's team.
Artis Gilmore, Southport's own Louis Dampier.
Yeah. There you go. Artis Gilmore.
George McGinnis had 27 points and 7 rebounds to lead the
And
Pacers.
about half a
in that
pack
game.
of cigarettes.
Lined up the middle by Candler. It's a base hit. One hop to the center fielder. Solid single for Candler. First pitch swinging. And she's aboard for Abby Willis, who's 1 for 1.
Number 10, Abby Willis.
Donnie Freeman had 15 for the Royals, the Pacers in that game. And Darnell Hillman, Dr. Dunk,
You bet.
with 13 rebounds in that contest.
And then it was 2-for-1 whiskey sours at Netto's in the Meadows afterward.
Absolutely. 7-0 the score. Royals lead Perry Meridian. Off the end of the bat, down the line. It drops fair, just inside the line. Down the right field line. Candler was going on the pitch. She'll take third, and Willis is 2 for 2. Oh, Abby Willis. And, Pat, we've talked about earlier this year, Abby's one of those players where there's a lot of teams in Central Indiana where she would be an everyday player.
Oh, yes.
But she's kind of log jammed up. But I would not at all be surprised if she puts up big numbers next year when she gets an opportunity to play every day. Kind of like what happened to Lauren Marcichek.
Yes,
there was
very
no
much.
room for Marcichek last year. She's been able to play every day this year, and she's flourished.
Yes. It's just, you got to wait your time.
Here's Reed. Willis danced off the first base bag and didn't go. Candler stationed down at third.
And the glorious thing is that these girls know that. They know that their time's coming, and they saw Lauren, and they know that that's going to be them later. And that's great.
Reed fouls that one back to the screen. 7-0 the score, bottom of the third. Nobody out. Royals leading against Perry Meridian. Royals will be off tomorrow, and then 3 in Bedford on Saturday against Castle, Edgewood, and the host Bedford North Lawrence. That's the marquee game, as the Stars are ranked 4th in the state, undefeated. Could be the first of 2 potentially, as the Stars are the host of the South Semi-State in 4A. Could meet again the first weekend in June. Fisted foul right in front of the plate. And it goes 1-2 to Georgia Reed. While Blackwell waits on deck. Royals with 8 hits in the ball game. Perry Meridian is still looking for his first base runner, the first time through the order. Runner goes, pitch outside. There'll be no throw, but the ball was called on the corner, so Reed's gone on strikes, looking. Second strikeout for Garland.
Number 2, Lila Blackwell.
Willis takes second on the stolen base. By my count, that's the third Roncalli steal of the game.
Yes.
Here's Blackwell back at the top of the order. She's 2 for 2. Bloop single her first time up, bunt single the second time up. Lila came into today's action hitting .545. Going to head to Virginia Tech in 2 years. She's only a junior. Already committed to Virginia Tech. I love that camera shooting in from center field. That's a great look
It is.
that our crew's giving you right now for those of you watching along with us. Pitch outside a ball. Yeah, that's a good. Yeah, Lila Blackwell still shaking that left hand that looked like she jammed sliding into the bag of third in the bottom of the second. Slaps this one back. She'll go back to first, but a run is in from third, and Willis advances to third. So that the corner's one away part of Rothrock's Grand Slam. 8-0 our score. Pitch away a ball.
Surprise.
Pitch, bunt, fouled back. 3 explorers made the first flight over the North Pole.
Okay.
How about that?
That's brave.
1926. Hit hard.
So that was 4-2-5.
And David Lauk is, I think, going to send up a pinch hitter. Let's see here. So Lehner is aboard. So Blackwell is retired. Give me that again.
I think 4-2-5.
4-2-5 on the caught stealing or at third for the second out. Willis came home to score for the 9th run, and Lehner is aboard.
For your Royals, number 16,
Is that a fielder's choice or a hit?
Anne-Marie Meek.
I'm going to go fielder's choice.
That's a fielder's choice
She
by
threw it
Lehner.
home.
Yeah, that's not a base hit. And then she advanced to second on the throw. So Lehner's at second and 2 outs. Another run is in, 2 in the inning. Anne-Marie Meek pinch hitting for Hoffman. Pitch is high and away a ball. Anne-Marie has not gotten a lot of at-bats this year. She's been the full-time catcher ever since Allie Waleski was injured. And we talked, Pat, about waiting your turn and kind of waiting for a spot to open up. Meek takes a strike. The other part of that is staying ready, because you never know when something's going to happen that's going to accelerate that timeline.
Yes.
I'm sure Meek was operating under the impression she'd be the catcher next year as a senior once Waleski graduated. But then Allie suffers a season-ending injury, and all of a sudden Meek's the full-timer back there. Territory, but that's Schmidt, the right fielder, that made a running catch to end the inning. But in the inning, the Royals get 2 runs on 3 hits. A runner left, we're through 3.
IT solutions for businesses and organizations in Central Indiana. For over 10 years, Steve Battiato and his team of professionals have provided comprehensive computing support, business telephone solutions, network infrastructure, and productivity suite integration. For a free evaluation of your
Anne-Marie Meek will pinch hit for Hoffman to end the inning. She'll stay in and catch. And other defensive changes.
Yeah, Keegan Rothrock's out.
Caitlin Leister is now playing first base. And I think that's it defensively. So Leister is in replacing Rothrock. So both Rothrock and Hoffman are done for the night. Leister in at first. Meek comes in to catch. Keller continues in the circle. Outfield remains the same for the Royals. Lehner, Blackwell, and Reed.
Number 13.
Back to the top of the order, Kinsey Angle. She flew out to Lehner in short left field to begin the ball game. Swing and a miss out in front of that one. Pat, we got some celebrity birthdays for you today.
Okay.
As Angle, one of my favorite shows from the 90s.
Tootie.
How old do you suppose Tootie is today, Kim Fields?
56.
53 today. Pitch
What?
high a ball.
I'm older than Tootie? What?
What? You're 53, aren't you?
Yes.
Oh, but you already turned
I'll
53.
be 54 this year.
I'm with you. Okay.
Don't tell anybody.
I'm with you. Kim Fields, 53 today.
Oh, my goodness.
How about that?
I can't believe I'm older than Tootie.
2-1. I had no idea that would bring the broadcast down to such an emotionally low level. 2-1. Pitch up and away. And Angle trying to work the walk here. What would be the first base runner of the evening for the Falcons.
Yeah, she worked a full count from the first inning.
First time through the order, Keller retired the Falcons in order. And the home plate umpire is back from behind the plate. I think, is she going to try and, is she verifying the count? Is that what she's doing here? She being our home plate umpire?
Don't go by the board. Trust me.
Yeah.
Okay, it's 2-2 is the count.
Okay.
2-2 is the count. They're actually keeping the board in the dugout. 2-2. Home plate umpire says it. That's the opinion that matters. 2-2 count. Now it's 3-2 as that pitch missed high and away. And now Megan Eder, the coach, is coming down to check that count. So a discussion between Megan Eder and the home plate umpire.
Well, I know the base umpire's got his own little clicker in his hand. I've seen him working it. So he keeps the count too. And they talked.
So full count to Angle leading off this fourth inning. The Royals lead 9-0. Pitch inside corner, and that's a ball. First base runner of the evening for the Falcons. And the person of Kinsey Angle works the leadoff walk.
Number 6, Carson Nowby.
Now here's something to keep an eye on, Pat. Prairie Meridian has 44 stolen bases. So they can run a little bit.
I'm sure that Coach Eder's got her green light going for her leadoff hitter. Down 9 runs.
Angle is 2 for 2.
Make something happen.
Now he at the plate. First pitch swinging, fouls it back over our heads and out of play.
I've got some trivia for you.
Lay it on me.
Can you name all the people who were involved with the Southport Anchor yearbook in 1987? Because I know at least one.
Running catch in center field by Blackwell. Running toward right field for the out. First out of the inning. Where did you come with that?
Number 27, Caitlin Gwynn.
Is this? I brought visual aids. This is a page from the.
I'm in that picture, all right.
Yeah, the Southport
oh
yearbook.
My goodness.
The 1987
you
Anchor.
pulled out the Southport yearbook staff from 1987.
Yes.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah, that's Robert
Michelle
Brown.
Michelle Kurtz was the editor.
Yeah. So it's.
Hit hard and off the glove of Candler into center field, a base hit. First hit of the game for the Falcons. That ball was absolutely roped by Gwynn. First pitch swinging. They go first and second with one out. Here's the cleanup hitter, Garland. My goodness.
Kaylin Garland.
Had a courtesy runner. I weighed about 115 pounds back then. Courtesy runner at first base is number 9. Maya Heveland. So Heveland running for the catcher, Gwynn. Junior year of high school, I was running at about $115. Same height.
Well, you're in the back row, so no one can tell.
Stick figure.
No one can tell you're in the back row. And I wasn't going to bring that up.
And I had glasses the size of the Tootsie Roll owl. Look at those lenses. Those things were ginormous.
Well, your cheeks could see really well.
I have to say, you've caught me completely off guard by bringing out that picture. Where did you get that?
Well, I've got access to all kinds of
things. You've got access to all
things.
sorts of stuff. My goodness.
I'm a social studies teacher. I got all these databases everywhere.
So you have completely flummoxed me at my own game. 9-0 the score, top of the fourth.
Yes.
Lifted off the end of the bat and foul. I was the sports editor of the yearbook.
Well, that's surprising.
Yep. I was the sports editor. Michelle Kurtz, I recognize her in the front left.
And
She was the editor.
Mr. Maurer is the moderator.
Yep, Laura Moorhead was the other. Her younger brother Dave was a friend of mine.
Okay.
They were two seniors, Michelle Kurtz and Laura Moorhead. Singled up the middle, and that'll be a base hit. Stop sign put up, and the Falcons have them loaded with one away. So a little action for the Falcons in this top of the fourth. Garland with the base hit. They're loaded up with one out, and Grace Morrison.
Number 26, Grace Morrison.
How about that? That was a lot of fun.
I'll bet.
It was a lot of fun. I think my man Chris Hofer was on that yearbook staff. Pitch high, almost got back to the screen. Nice play by Meek to come out of the stance. Chris Hofer who for a long time had the single season Southport hits record and ended up with having a great baseball career at Hanover. Keegan Rothrock going down to get loose. That ball lifted foul down the left side. Lehner giving chase, and it's over the fence, but it's foul. Caught by a fan there back in foul territory.
You know, the old left field bleachers.
That's a long strike, as Gerard Strebe points out. 9-0 the score, top of the fourth. Bases loaded, 1 out for Perry Meridian. Off-speed pitch, missed low. I have half my attention span is on this game, and the other half is back in 1987.
Well, I'll let you have this picture.
I appreciate that. I'm going to hit high in the air in shallow center field. Blackwell running toward the plate, herself up and bring her momentum toward the plate as she caught it. And Engel had no chance to score from third.
Rachel Schmidt.
Here's Rachel Schmidt. Struck out to end the second. Boy, there's a lot of people in this photo that I could tell stories about, but I'm not sure the statute of limitations has expired. So
well,
I appreciate that, my friend. I'm going to tuck that in the pocket and talk about that offline.
Many high schools.
That is tremendous.
So.
Appreciate you doing that. 9-0 the score, top of the fourth. Keller trying to get out of the end. It goes back to the screen. Meek can't find it, and the Falcons will get a run on the wild pitch. So Perry Meridian dents the scoreboard for the first time tonight on the wild pitch. Second and third, 2 outs. 2-0 count to Rachel Schmidt. Pitch, nice off-speed pitch, dropped in for a strike. Breaking ball coming in. 2-1, Keller trying to work a way out. That's only the 5th run that Keller has allowed this year in 16 and a third innings.
Addison Berry.
Meek coming out to talk to Keller. Megan Eder coming down the line to talk to Berry. Megan Eder, class of 16, Perry Meridian graduate, played at Wabash Valley College and the University of Charleston. It's her first year as Perry Meridian's coach. Her dad, Mike, was a great athlete here, an 89 grad. We talked to Mike. Keller right back to it. 7 to the plate. 2 hits, get a run in. They leave them loaded. We're through 3.5, moving to the bottom of the fourth. Royals lead 9-1 on the Roncalli Media Network.
Dog services that put your pet first. From boarding, daycare, and grooming to walking, training, and yard cleaning, our fun-loving counselors maximize both safety and Camp Bow Wow can give your pet the TLC he or she deserves. Happy Healthy Pets, Happy Healthy People by Camp Bow Wow. 317-801-1123.
Top-ranked softball team in the state. They've been there all year, 21-0, leading Perry Meridian 9-1 as we head to the bottom of the fourth. New pitcher in the game. That's Taylor Ragland is the new pitcher.
Now on the mound for Perry Meridian, number 10.
So Ragland making her first appearance of the season. Ragland's a sophomore right-hander. So we close the books on Garland.
Yeah, there's not a lot of speed coming from young Miss Ragland.
So Garland goes 3 innings, gave up 9 runs. We'll count up how many of those were earned here in a moment. 9 hits. Garland struck out 2. No walks. So 2 strikeouts, no walks, did not hit any batters, and did not have a wild pitch. Garland, the pitcher. Garland's 9 runs allowed, 8 of them were earned. The only one that wasn't earned was the second run scored by the Royals in the first inning.
Right.
So Caitlin Leister batting for Rothrock, stands in to hit in the bottom of the fourth.
Leading off for the Royals, number 3, Caitlin Leister.
Caitlin in limited at bats. A hit in 12 times. Junior. 9-1 the score. Royals leading Perry Meridian. Wow. There was not a lot on that one.
No.
Again, the new pitcher is the sophomore Taylor Ragland. Leister late on that one, pops it up in the back of the infield. Second baseman has it. That's Richardson for the first out of the inning. Yeah, I'm not sure what this walk-up song is for Freegee, but
well, you mentioned
it's got the auctioneer component to it. Her dad, TJ, and her brother, Tice,
Tice
are
is
both
really good.
nationally ranked auctioneers. Handed. So similar to Larry Walker turning around to hit right-handed in the All-Star game against Randy Johnson. Freegee fouls that one back to the screen. Courtney Keller waits on deck.
It's the old EFIS pitch.
Yep, EFIS pitch. The great Bill Lee from back in the day was a practitioner of the EFIS pitch. That one hops the plate. 1967, one of the greatest debut albums ever released. Got a guess for me on that? That pitch one hops the plate. It's 3-1. 1967.
It's not
a good guess.
Not Led Zeppelin.
No.
Oh, I bet it's Jimi Hendrix.
Jimi Hendrix Experience, baby.
Yeah.
Popped up in the infield. The pitcher's got it for the out, 2 away.
Are you experienced?
Yes, Jimi Hendrix Experience. Debut album released on this day in 1960.
Didn't know anything about Jimi Hendrix. He says, "Who's this Jimi?"
Jimi Hendrix.
Like, wait, what?
Inside, too tight a ball. 1-0 to Keller.
And Courtney's
9-1 the score.
Courtney's looking to get hit. She just did not. That ball was way tight. She didn't even budge.
Pitch high ball. So on this date, 50 years ago, the Rolling Stones released Exile on Main Street, one of their best ever albums.
Yes.
Pitch high ball. And it's 3-0.
Courtesy runner.
Courtesy runner heading down to run for Keller. And that is her younger sister, Carly Keller, the freshman. So Carly Keller running for her older sister, Courtney.
At the plate, number 4, Tori Candler.
Here's Tori Candler with 2 outs. Rachel Schmidt, the right fielder, is currently down and throwing in the Perry Meridian bullpen.
Tori looks frustrated.
Yeah, Tori 1 for 2 tonight. Singled and scored in the third. That pitch bounces in front of the plate, but Keller stays put down at first. 2-0 count to Candler. That pitch is way up, and it's 3-0. Mentioned the Perry Meridian stats were updated, so we feel confident in their accuracy. And I don't believe Ragland has thrown a pitch in a varsity game this year. She may have pitched the JV level. We don't have those stats. Candler works the 4-pitch walk. Here's Abby Willis.
10, Abby Willis.
Abby's 2 for 2. They're getting the start at second base tonight. Inside a ball.
I think they're being real generous.
2-0 the count on Willis. 2 on, 2 outs. That ball bounces in front of the plate and knocked down by the catcher, Gwynn. So 3-0 the count to the right-handed hitting Abby Willis. And that ball is inside. That might have hit her. I think it did.
Yeah, it's ball 4 anyway.
Yep. So a walk. And they're loaded up with 2 away.
Number 18, Georgia Reed.
Here's Georgia Reed. And I think Megan Eater is going to make a pitching change. So they're loaded up with 2 away. So waiting for the pitching change. Not sure who the right fielder is because Schmidt, who was the right fielder, was warming up. And it is Schmidt who will come in to pitch.
Now on the mound for Perry Meridian, number 3, Rachel Schmidt.
I'm not sure who is in right field. See if we can't figure that out for you while Schmidt gets loose. This is her 4th appearance. She has no decisions. ERA of 18. 2 1/3 innings pitched, 9 runs allowed, 6 earned, 6 hits, 3 strikeouts, and 4 walks. Royals have them loaded with 2 outs. 9-1 the score. And Royals trying to get a run in to, actually they need 2 in to trigger the 10-run rule in the top of the 5th. Georgia Reed, the number 9 hitter, will stand in as soon as Schmidt is completing her warm-up tosses. Well, while we have a moment, Schmidt gets loose. We'll remind you to schedule your auto repair appointment today. It's time you put your vehicle on a maintenance service plan. Beck Service Center wants to keep Indianapolis drivers on the highway and on schedule for every appointment. Give them a call today at 317-793-36. I have earwormed their way into my brain, and they will not exit until sometime next week.
Oh, I don't think I've ever heard this song before.
I never have either, but it's firmly embedded at this point.
Well, it's probably the first time it's been played from beginning to end, and maybe hopefully the last.
Well, the best thing about the pending state tournament is no walk-up songs. 9-1 the score. Royals lead bottom of the 4th. 3rd pitcher on for Perry Meridian. That's Rachel Schmidt. Pitched just up a ball. Sydney Horton gets a save in the box score tonight for delivering popcorn to our PA man, Gerard Strebe. That pitch got away from the catcher, but nobody advances. So it's just ball 2. 2-0 to Reed. Georgia scored, reached via fielder's choice and scored in the 2nd, struck out looking in the 3rd. Getting the start in right field tonight. The 2-0. High ball, 3-0. Lila Blackwell waits on deck. Off the end of the bat. It's on the outside corner, close to it, and she took a rip at it. 3-1 on the foul ball. Bases loaded with Royals. Roncalli leads 9-1, bottom of the 4th, 2 away. Taking on Perry Meridian. Again, foul back. Right on the outside corner. Full count.
That's a bummer. I'm charging Georgia Reed.
Hit into the air into right center field, and the center fielder makes the catch for the 3rd out of the inning. So Schmidt comes on and retires Reed to end the inning. In the inning, first time the Royals have not scored in an inning tonight. No work.
Hi folks, it's Ben Stallings with Beck Service Center. Automotive days, we can get you back up and running with minimal downtime. Quality parts, experienced mechanics, locally owned and operated since 1977. Located at the southeast corner of Madison and Edgewood, we are pretty darn good at fixing cars. Let's go Royals.
Keegan Rothrock is on for the first time this season in relief. So we closed the books on the starter, Courtney Keller. She goes 4 innings, allows 1 run. It was earned, 2 hits. She struck out 2 and walked 1. And she is the pitcher of record right now for the Royals. 9-1 the score. Rothrock on. No other changes for the Royals. (9-1) the score. Rothrock has thrown, going back to the 6th inning of the New Pal game 2 Saturdays ago, Rothrock is riding a streak of 29 straight scoreless innings. She's allowed just 4 hits in that stretch. Last night she crossed the 600 career strikeout barrier.
She's facing 8-9-1, so I'm betting there's going to be one more inning added.
Comes in with 603 career strikeouts. And 42 wins, as she was the winning pitcher last night. I believe the record is 53, Pat. Kendra Lynch.
Yep.
I think the career record is 53.
Well, all of Kendra's records are falling this year. And I remember when she set them that I thought, wow, those might stay for a while. And they have.
They seem like, yeah. So Alyssa Baird leads off. And now the home plate umpire is down having a conversation. Carly Keller is coming in. I think David Lauk made the changes on the lineup card but forgot to tell the players where they were moving to. So there was some discrepancy between what was out on the field and what was actually on the lineup card. So let's straighten that out for you. Tori Candler has moved over to first base, and Courtney Keller has come on to play shortstop. Or Carly Keller, excuse me. Carly Keller over at shortstop. So David Lauk made the changes with the umpire, and then Megan Eder said, hey,
wait a minute.
You made the wrong change?
Well, he changed his pitcher but didn't tell the infield.
Okay.
All this re-entry and flex player and everything else is just, I still honestly don't understand it.
It's like asking me to try and make my way out of an escape room. Here's Baird. She flew out down the foul line in left field to Lehner her first time up. Rothrock is on. Swing and a miss, taken I should say, but she pours one in, does Rothrock, right at the knees. I'm so conditioned to say swing and a miss when Rothrock is pitching. 0-2. Fastball up, and Baird swings right through it. Strikeout for Rothrock. Here comes Richardson.
Number 1, Lucy Richardson.
Hitting the 9 spot. She struck out her first time up.
Patience is paying off. We have $1 hot dogs and $1 popcorn at the concession stand.
Talked about auctioneers earlier. Gerard Strebe has gone auctioneer on the concession stand prices.
Everybody's holding out for that free food after the top of the or bottom of the 5th. It'll be free food. Royals fans are not dumb. They're waiting for the free.
Nope. Taken at the knees, a strike, and it's 0-2. Back when I worked in the NBA in the early 2000s, Alvin Gentry was the Clipper head coach. And he used to have the saying, if it's free, it's me. Inside corner, taken strike 3. So strikeout looking as Richardson is gone. Back at the top of the order is Angle. One thing I learned during my NBA stint, Pat, is that the more money people make, the more they angle to get free stuff.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. I was like, he probably had a contract at least 6 figures, and he's looking for free.
Yeah. That was back before coaches got paid $7, but that was back when coaches got paid $1 million or $1.5 million. More than enough money to afford a tie every now and then. Pitch ball away.
I think that was Keegan's first called ball.
Yes. In 7 pitches. Took 7 pitches to get the first ball. Keegan's ready, delivers. Grooves in a strike on the inside corner.
And that one was a marginal ball. It was close.
It's 1-1. Royals lead 9-1. They'd need 2 runs in the bottom of the 5th to end it. Otherwise, we play to the 6th. Swing and a miss on a pitch up and away. Angle couldn't catch up to that one. And it's 1-2. Royals have the top of the order due up in the bottom of the 5th. Rothrock deals. Swing and a miss. Rothrock strikes out the side, working in relief for the first time. We're back in 30 seconds on the Roncalli Media Network.
Search for top mortgage lender near me. JC Bank. Well, at least that was easy.
Finding your dream home or a contractor in this market can be time-consuming and frustrating. But with JC Bank, at least your lender search is over. For pre-quals or purchases, refis, or renovations, JC Bank has the products and personalized service that'll make you feel right at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Visit jcbank.com/top lender for details and special offers.
Rob Brownback, Crossley back with you. You like the ponies, you know? I know you're fond of the ponies.
Well, that's a fact, but, you know, not that fond.
Lauren Marsacek will pinch hit to lead off this bottom of the fifth. Marsacek hitting .481.
Number 5, Lauren Marsacek.
Marsacek getting the night off from the regular lineup, her regular spot at shortstop. She stands in to pinch hit. 25 out of 52 on the year. Pinch hitting for Blackwell. Blackwell was 3 for 3. She's the only Royal, one of 2 Royals with a multi-hit game tonight. Abby Willis has 2 hits. The Royals with 9 hits as a team. Fourth inning was the first time tonight that they did not get a hit or score. Pitch taken for a strike. Kate Lehner waits on deck. Should mention Kate too. Kate also has 2 hits. She's got 2 hits in 3 times up. So 3 players with multi-hit games this evening. Blackwell with 3 hits. Lehner and Willis with 2 hits. That pitch is high, a ball. 1-1. Ball bounces in front of the plate. It's 2-1.
The off-speed attempt.
Yeah. Pat Emilio Estevez celebrating a birthday today. You a fan of his work?
Yeah, he's
Pitch outside a ball.
Probably the lesser known of the Sheen
yes.
group there.
Yes. Emilio Estevez, 60
like Repo
today.
Man, or what was that?
Repo Man, yeah.
Yeah, he was good in that.
Pitch high ball, and Marsacek has the walk. I was a big fan of his work in Young Guns.
Yeah, that was good too.
Now here's your reward, 3 hot dogs.
And they never paid attention to Marsacek, and she just stole second base.
And at the plate, number 19.
And the umpire, the field umpire, wants to know if that's legal.
Was covering second, so Marsacek just ran to second after working the walk. While they sort this out, Kate Lehner stands in. Kate is 2 for 3, tripled in a run in the first. Bunt singled and scored in the second. 9-1, the Royals lead, bottom of the fifth, nobody out.
She's out.
And Marsacek is called out for leaving early. That's what David Lauk is wondering. So Marsacek was walked. No one was covering second base or paying any attention to her, so she just rallies head man. And it appears, at least preliminarily, that the conclusion has been reached that Marsacek is out.
I just can't imagine her not knowing the rule and violating it, because they do it all the time.
She's out.
Okay.
So that goes as a walk. And then we score that 4 unassisted, I'm going to guess, since she was out at second base. So the bases are empty for Lehner. First out of the inning. Outside, taking a ball. So that goes in the scorebook as a walk earned by Marsacek, and then she's out 4 unassisted at second base. Lehner shows bunt, Slaps this one, rolls it on the ground to short. There'll be no play. They threw it over there, but she was long past the bag by the time the ball got there. So Lehner with an infield hit, her third hit of the night.
At the plate, number 16, Anne-Marie Meek.
Anne-Marie Meek hitting in the 3 spot. Entered the game at catcher. In the top pinch hit in the 3rd, then stayed in the game to catch in the 4th. And she's first pitch swinging. That's a rope into the left center field gap. It rolls to the fence. Lehner will come all the way around. Meek takes a big turn at second, and it's 10-1. Boy, Anne-Marie Meek hit an absolute bullet into left center field to drive home Lehner, and it's 10-1. And now the run that would end the game is down at second base with 1 away. And here's Rothrock.
Yeah, the girl that just hit one to Beach Grove is up next.
So how about if Rothrock breaks the single-season home run record with a home run to walk it off? That's hit into rough field, but not far enough. It's caught by the left fielder. She was positioned well, and the catch is made by Baird. Rothrock got it, but didn't get all of it. And she was trying to end the game.
You bet.
Clearly trying to end the game. So now it's up to Frege. Kylie will hit right-handed this time.
Number 6, Kylie Frege.
Frege's 0 for 3. Again, Meek's run down at second base would end the game via the 10-run rule. Royals leading 10-1 in the bottom of the 5th with 2 outs. Frege hits this one hard to short. Shortstop gloves it, throws across for the out, and that'll end the inning. We play on to the 6th. Royals get a run on 2 hits in the inning, strand a runner. To the 6th we go. Roncalli leads Perry Meridian 10-1 on the Roncalli Media Network.
Marian University wants to know, what are you made of? At Marian University, our students are made of character and faith. Our students are service-minded and want to make a difference in the world. Our students possess the skills and intellect required of leaders. Come to Marian University, Indy's premier Catholic university, and let us help you find out what you're made of. You can apply for free today at marian.edu.
Lauren Marcichek stays in the game. She pinch hit for Blackwell. Marcichek stays in the game, and she'll be in left field. Kate Lehner moves over to center. So those are your defensive changes as we enter the top of the 6th. Georgia Reed still in right. Infield still the same, with Frege at third. Carly Keller at short, who came in the last inning. Abby Willis at second base, and Tori Candler over at first. 10-1 the score, top of the 6th. Roncalli leads Perry Meridian. We need to get you a score, Pat. We had earlier today Lauren Fay and the Butler Bulldogs playing in the Big East tournament.
All first team Big East.
All first team Big East, Lauren Fay.
Falcons, number 6.
31 regular season wins for Butler. Best regular season in softball history at Butler. 4-team tournament was double elimination, and I believe the Dogs lost game 1 today against Villanova. As the number 2 hitter, now he stands in. Check swing. Did she go? She did not. It's a ball. So Butler lost game 1 today to Villanova by the score of 2-0. They come back and play UConn, who was the regular season champion but got beat by DePaul 6-1, 4-seed DePaul. So it's a double elimination tournament. Strike taken. So Butler playing the extended season against the regular season champ UConn tonight that game starts in about 5 minutes from Rosemont, Illinois.
Wow.
Campus of DePaul University. So DePaul and Villanova in the winner's bracket. Taken at the knee, strike 3. So check swing was a first pitch ball, and then 3 straight strikes. Sets down Nawi.
Number 27.
She knew it too. As soon as that ball went across, she started walking to the dugout.
Here's Caitlin Gwynn, the catcher. Gwynn has one of the 2 Perry Meridian, couldn't. Swing and a miss. Billy Squire celebrated. You a big Billy Squire guy?
No.
72 years old today, Billy Squire.
Goodness.
Was that older or younger than you thought he would be?
Older.
Older,
honestly.
okay.
Yeah.
Check swing. She didn't go, and it was high, a ball, 1-1.
Yeah, there's only one song of his I can think of.
Lonely is the Night.
Yeah.
It's a good song.
Yeah, there's another one too. The Stroke or something like that.
Yep, something like that. Yeah. 10-1 the score, top of the 6th. 1 out. That pitch out and away, a ball, 2-1.
Well, I know a friend of the show, Steve Looney, likes Billy Squire a little bit probably.
Steve Looney, a Billy Squire guy, may have a Billy Squire sleeveless T-shirt in his closet. Swing and a miss, and the count goes even. Actually, it's 2-1. 2-1 count to the number 3 hitter, Gwen. 2-2.
Yeah, I've got 2-2.
Thank you. That's what I get for looking at the scoreboard. Foul back to the screen, and it stays 2-2. Always count on our man, Steve Looney.
Yeah, he's encyclopedic 80s rock.
He is. That's our guy right there. 10-1 the score. Top of the 6th. 2-2 count, 1 out. Rothrock looks in for the sign from Meek, and she's ready. Swing and a miss on a pitch in on the 5th, strike 3. Rothrock has faced 5, struck out 5. And now here comes Garland,
Number 8.
who was the starting pitcher, and Garland stayed in the game and moved to right field once she was lifted. That's who the right fielder is. I just figured that out 2 innings later. 10-1 the score. Outside corner taking a strike. Royals will have the 6, 7, and 8 spots due up in the 6th. Hard telling who will come to the plate in those spots. Going to wait and see on that. Foul back to the screen, and it's 0-2. Steve Winwood. You a Steve Winwood guy?
Oh, yeah.
74 today.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
He had a long career.
Sure did. Traffic.
Spencer Davis group.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had some. He was lead singer on some top 40 hits when he was still a teenager.
Yes.
Swing and a miss. Rothrock strikes out the 10-1 on the Roncalli Media Network.
Schedule online, anytime. Getting an appointment with Ascension Care teams no matter where you are or what you're up to. Whether you're a new patient or if you've been here before, just pick the appointment that works for you. Schedule online, anytime at GetStVincentCare.com.
As the largest sports medicine group in Indiana,
Rob Brown, Crosley with you.
Ozark Mountain Shuffle.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Goodness.
Waiting for a table at Cracker Barrel.
Oh. No, that would be pleasant if I was waiting for a table at Cracker Barrel. I would be okay with that.
I tell you what. Hey, you give me some of those cheese grits at Cracker Barrel, now we're talking.
Well, there's not much at Cracker Barrel breakfast-wise I would not eat.
We are in business.
I've been going to Cracker Barrel probably for the last 45 years of my life off and on, and I've never had anything but breakfast in that restaurant. Not once.
You're wasting your time if you do anything else. Carly Keller leading off.
Number 20, Carly Keller.
Carly Keller inserted in the 6th spot in the lineup. She'll hit for the first time this evening. The umpire indication before this inning started is the designated player, Grace Morrison, is now playing at first base. That's the defensive change for the Falcons. Keller walks up on a pitch high, a ball. 10-1 the score, bottom of the 6th. Royals lead this ball game against Perry Meridian, looking for what would be their 2nd win over Perry Meridian in less than a week. Royals beat the Falcons last Saturday at Ben Davis, 11-0 in the quarterfinal round of the Marion County Tournament. That was a 5-inning game. Keller runs up on that one and fouls it back to the screen. 2-1. 2-1. Tori Candler waits on deck. Royals need 1 run to end this game via the 10-run rule. Otherwise, we'll play the top of the set. Knocks it down. Underhand to first for the out. 1 away. Here's Candler. Torrey 1 for 2. Singled and scored in third. Walked and was stranded.
Number 4.
In the fourth.
Candler.
Torrey going to play softball next year at Center College. That's C-E-N-T-R-E. Now, Pat, with that spelling, you would make an assumption, perhaps, that Center College is located north of the U.S.-Canadian border. That's down the line, into the left field corner for a base hit. Candler, big turn into second. She'll get in without a throw, and she's the walk-off run down to second base. To finish that thought, it's the Canadian spelling, C-E-N-T-R-E, but is located in Danville, Kentucky.
I would say something about that, but that would be mean to the Kentuckians.
There's nothing that you could say that wouldn't be construed as offensive.
Yes.
Here's Abby Willis. She's had a great night at the plate. 2 for 2, also walked. Off-speed pitch, floats in high, a ball. So Candler at second base is the walk-off run. 1 out in the inning. If Willis can find a way to get her home, this game would be over via the 10-run rule. Willis hits this one hard down the third base line, but foul. Wide of the bag. Try it again. 10-1 the score. Bottom of the 6th. Roncalli leads. Be back with you tomorrow night for an audio-only broadcast. The baseball team takes on Carmel. 6 o'clock start time for that one on RoncalliMediaNetwork.com. Hope you're with us. Murphy's ready. Pitch. Again, Willis turns on this one. That's smoked into the stands in the left field corner. Look alive down there. Somebody got a piece of that one. And hopefully all hands are safe. You got to have your head on a swivel down there.
You bet.
So Willis behind in the count, 1-2, trying to turn on one. And she does. It's a base hit into the left field.
Game over.
Gap. It'll roll to the fence. Candler will come home, and that'll do it. So the Royals walk it off in 6th inning on the RBI hit by Abby Willis with 1 out the bottom of the 6th. Pushes across the 11th and final run of the game as the Royals win this ball game over Perry Meridian by the score of 11-1. Stay tuned. Pat and I will step out for a couple minutes. We're going to take a break of 2 minutes. 2-minute break. And when we come back, we'll have all the particulars on tonight's Steve's Flowers and Gifts postgame show. That's next in 2 minutes on the Roncalli Media Network.
Harding Porman is a full-service printing and brand communications company. From creative services and strategy to print, signage, digital output, warehousing and fulfillment, mailing, e-commerce storefronts, and even mobile solutions. They are dedicating to helping their clients get the most out of their brand communication efforts with the quality they can see and results they can be sure of. Get the most out of your brand communications. Certified to be the best, Harding Porman.
A proud supporter of Roncalli High School, Indy Teledata provides IT solutions for businesses and organizations in Central Indiana. For over 10 years, Steve Battiato and his team of professionals have provided comprehensive computing support, business telephone solutions, network infrastructure, and productivity suite integration. For a free evaluation of your technology needs, give Steve and his team a call at 317-231-5547 or visit us at indyteledata.com.
Dog services that put your pet first, from boarding, daycare, and grooming to walking, training, and yard cleaning. Camp Bow Wow can give your pet the TLC he or she deserves. Happy Healthy Pets, Happy Healthy People by Camp Bow Wow. 317-801-1123.
Meridian University wants to know, what are you made of? At Meridian University, our students are made of character and faith. Our students are service-minded and want to make a difference in the world. Our students possess the skills and intellect required of leaders. Come to Meridian University, Indy's premier Catholic university, and let us help you find out what you're made of. You can apply for free today at meridian.edu.
Rob Brown, Pat Crosley, back with you on the Steve's Flowers and Gifts postgame show. Roncalli's Royals, top-ranked team in the state and in the country. Top pair of Meridian tonight in 6 innings, 11-1, and improve its record at 22-0. Let's look at how the game unfolded. Royals played at 2 in the bottom of the first. Kate Lehner with an RBI triple. Royals aided by 2 Perry Meridian errors. 5 more runs in the second. The big blow there, the grand slam by Keegan Rothrock with 1 out in the inning. That home run by Rothrock tied the Roncalli single-season home run record of 10. There are several more at-bats to go, Pat, before to break that record.
A few.
2 more runs in the third inning for the Royals, including an RBI single by Lila Blackwell. Then in the fifth, Royals got a run on an RBI double by Anne-Marie Meek. Should mention Perry Meridian scored its only run in the fourth. A walk, 2 one-out singles, and then a walk, a fly-out brought the run in, or a wild pitch brought the run in, I should say, and that was Perry Meridian's only run of the game. That was in the fourth. That made it 9-1. Royals had a single run in the fifth, could not get the second run to end the game, so we played one more inning. And after Keegan Rothrock struck out the side in the sixth in her second inning of relief, Roncalli with 1 out in the inning, Tori Candler doubled into left center field, and then Abby Willis followed her with a single to walk off the game and give the Royals an 11-1 win. A lot of good takeaways tonight, Pat, in terms of some players got some extended time tonight that they haven't been getting. Abby Willis, certainly we'll talk about her in a moment. Georgia Reed, Courtney Keller got her third start and her third victory of the season tonight. So an opportunity for some players, and I'd say, generally speaking, they all took advantage.
Oh, definitely. And like you said, they need to be ready to play. And I think that maybe, I don't know if Coach Lauk told them yesterday, be ready because you're going to play, or he just sprung it on them today. Either way, they were ready to play. And they came out and their bats are working and their gloves were working. And it was just a good quality win for the Royals. Just keep chugging along.
Well, the Royals had 13 hits. 3 different players had 3 hits tonight. Lila Blackwell, Kate Lehner, but we're going to give our player of the game to Abby Willis, the junior who got a start tonight. She came in with just 13 official at-bats on the season. She was 3 for 3 tonight. She reached base 3 out of 4 times. There was a walk in there as well. She scored a run, and her base hit into left field was the walk-off hit for the Royals to end the game. A great job by the junior Abby Willis, who was the starter at second.
She's the Ortho Indy player of the game because Ortho Indy is one of the most highly respected orthopedic practices in the Midwest. Ortho Indy provides leading-edge bone, joint, spine, and muscle care from multiple locations throughout central Indiana while staying true to their mission and their patients. You can reach Ortho Indy at 317-802-2000.
Well, with the loss, we update the records. With the loss, Perry Meridian drops to 11-13, and they, I'm sure, are relieved to have a stretch where they've played 4 straight games against either Roncalli or Whiteland, who's in their conference, the top 2 teams in 4A. They'll be back in action on the 16th, which I believe is Monday. Is that right? Yeah, Monday, at Covenant Christian. Meanwhile, the Royals will be off tomorrow, and they'll play 3 games at Bedford, North Lawrence, on Saturday. Against Castle, Edgewood, and Bedford North Lawrence. The game with BNL, the marquee game there, as the Stars are undefeated, ranked 4th in the state. That'll be a big test for Roncalli. Their best test, I should say, that in the Center Grove game prior to the start of the state tournament. So Royals with the win improved to 22-0. One other broadcast note before we say goodnight. We'll be back with you tomorrow night. Audio-only affair as the baseball team takes on Carmel. 6 o'clock our start time. Brian Minix will be alongside. Hope you can join us for that one. And, again, that's an audio-only broadcast on RoncalliMediaNetwork.com. But, Pat, some final thoughts for tonight.
Just another workmanlike win for the Royals. Fun to watch. One of the things I love about this team is it looks like they're having fun. It's obviously fun to win and fun to play well, but I see them interacting in between innings and in and out of the dugout, and it seems like they just are having a great time, and it's just fun to watch these young ladies enjoy themselves and win, of course.
Well, I appreciate having you alongside, partner, but
Thank you.
You and I are far from done. We will reconvene sectional week at Franklin Central.
I'm excited.
And I'll see you then.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely.
Appreciate everyone tuning in tonight. I want to thank our great crew working with us on the video side. Daniel Striegel was our director. Nate Riddle handled the graphics. Aldo Ramirez on the camera, and Alex Winchester was our production assistant. And, of course, AJ Ablog is the executive producer of the Roncalli Media Network. And Jordan Bowerly was with us tonight as well. We can't forget him. For my partner, Pat Crosley, I'm Rob Brown. Again, our final tonight. Final totals, Perry Meridian, 1 run, 2 hits, 2 errors, and 3 left. Roncalli, 11 runs, 13 hits, no errors, and 8 left. Courtney Keller, the winning pitcher, she's 3-0. Kaylin Garland takes the loss. She is 7-5. Time of the game, 1 hour and 31 minutes before a crowd of 156 here at Roncalli. Again, join us tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. Till we talk to you then, on behalf of our entire Roncalli Media Network crew, it's been Rob Brown saying so long, everybody.
You've been listening to